If I invite you over, it's kind of a big deal. My favorite piece, I think, from that collection was a spanking bench. Hi, I'm Domhnall Nolan, and this is how I live with style. I'm an interior and furniture designer. I work as a lead designer at Soho House, and I also work on my own projects as well. This flat is in East London in Dalston. I've lived here for about 6 years. I live here with my partner, with just the two of us, no pets or no kids. So this flat is actually in an old suit factory, a 1920s building. One of my favorite pieces in the living room space is this table. I actually found this on eBay. It's a very strange style. It has these pull-out seats like this, and I just love the back detail on them. Something kind of like Asian inspired about it, but then also I just love the combination of the woods as well. I spend a lot of time on eBay, Etsy, Vinted, auction sites, things like that. When I see something and I know the price is good and that somebody is making maybe a misjudgment of why they're selling it, I kind of jump on it and get it. I love looking up on eBay with unique or unusual as the keyword. That usually means that the person thinks it's ugly and that it is not their style. The records is something I change quite a bit, like I rotate them a little bit. All kind of special women in my life. Donna Summer's Once Upon a Time album is one of my favorites. One of her first full-length albums with Giorgio Moroder. So I love that album from start to finish. And then of course, Kate Bush, which any gay household should not be without. Also has the Jig of Life on it, which is a great song inspired by Ireland, where I'm from, so. This one is a bust. When I was designing Roses of Elagabalus, which is a queer bar that opened last year in Dalston, which was a collaboration with some friends of mine, we bought lots of plaster busts and statues. So we found a place, there's a great place on Columbia Road Market, just in one of those side alleys, and they sell loads of these plaster ones. So we bought a collection of different ones, and I liked this one, so I bought it for myself. Another piece I actually have from that project is a lamp over here. Working with the design closely with my friends James and Camille, we developed this kind of very interesting space that we felt was needed in East London and in the queer scene generally. So the design was just a lot of fun to do. It was a real passion project, and if you haven't seen it, have a look. But it's a place that's very special to me. And then speaking about this area here, this is a quite inexpensive sofa bed, like a full pull-out kind of sofa. I didn't want to have a sofa originally, and my partner wanted one, so we settled on this kind of bed. And then this area becomes a space to watch movies. We have a projector hidden away in this bookcase here, and then I can close the curtain here. This flat is actually rented, so I've done a lot of different things like this to kind of customize it and make it my own without having to like knock down any walls or even paint any walls. You can kind of like be quite imaginative with things. Because I can't paint any walls, I've done things like covered the walls in frames and pictures and also furniture. This chair is quite special. This is a chair I've developed with a Japanese company, Makino Urushi, who specialize in Japanese urushi lacquer. It's traditionally used for tableware, small jewelry type things, and I love the idea of integrating it into an actual furniture piece. I made this bookcase as part of my master's when I was at the Royal College of Art. I had a sketch of it like inspired by the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, which was a film that I loved growing up as any young queer person. I met a great guy called Daniel Higgins, who helped me with a lot of other subsequently metal projects. First project we worked on together, I got commissioned to design very chic sex furniture, which was called Play Pieces. My favorite piece, I think, from that collection of play pieces was a spanking bench, which is basically like a bench in 3 sections where the middle section comes up and down at different levels to be used kind of like straddling over like a horse, like a saddle. It was really interesting because it's such an object that's not designed that often. This is my kitchen, a space that I don't use very much. I don't really like cooking or dinner parties. If I invite you over, it's kind of a big deal. I like to keep the house kind of very cozy and just intimate. In that same vein, my home is very much for me, so the pieces and things I use every day and touch and everything is for me and not necessarily to like show to people. This is my bedroom. We're very stuck for storage in this space. So one thing I thought of was lifting the bed up. So it's quite elevated and having space underneath. So I have like my laundry and suitcases stored underneath, as well as storage here hidden by a curtain. And then my clothes are all on tension pole wardrobes. Curtains carry the whole way around the window and looks out onto a very cute view of London where you can see all the roofs and the chimneys. So it's a really nice thing to wake up to every day. All the doors in the flat I've like propped open and have curtains in between because I don't like the noise of any of the doors banging, so I just have curtains instead. But with that, then the doors become kind of a surface to do something with. So I have a chain with a hook, and I have like a lot of my suits. I have a lot of suits. I buy most of them from Vinted or Senchi, which is a great place in South London that sells like old Italian suits. Here I have a little list of all my clothes on the wall, just so I can keep tabs on what I have, and then sometimes I do a bit of a clear out because sometimes I can't remember and I'm getting ready, and I actually work better if I can just remember what I have and I'm like, oh, that goes with that, I'm gonna wear that today. Or the night before, usually when I decide. I think I have quite a maximal approach to design. However, there's a minimalism in like my organization maybe. Because I'm limited with space, sometimes I'll fit things into the millimeter, whether it's like squeezing another chair in or whatever. And it's the same here with this cabinet, which is one that I bought really recently. It's an Indonesian cabinet, and I just replaced the handles on it because before it looked quite traditional. The top cabinet is a very slim, don't know what I'll put in there, but could probably, I've received some maybe special love letters. I could put one of those in there, not yet filled. This is the second bedroom. I had intended to use this space mainly for working from home, but I don't really work from home ever. A lot of my current job at Soho House is, you know, anything from going to the office and having various meetings and design reviews, and actually going to site as well. So I travel a lot with work and go everywhere from Mexico, then back here to the UK, Europe, then over to Asia, where I'm working a lot in Japan. So again, it's like spending lots of time on site and in coordination meetings about that, and just reviewing the design and with the local design teams too, to make sure the design is implemented correctly. And one part of this is quite nice is when we get to the different stages of the design. We recently in Tokyo, we're nearly finished Soho House Tokyo there. It'll be opening soon, and we did a hard hat party. So we got these hard hat made with Soho House Tokyo on them, so I took one home with me as a nice memento. It's been a very long project. That's all from me. Thanks for spending time with me at home, and don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Times Style YouTube channel.